What is going on, nerds and nerdettes? It's your boy Stevie B with a little bit of haul video. Now that I've got done filming my 40-minute, what can only be compared to a drunken "I love you, man" type of speech that I gave on previously before filming this, which is why I'm in the same spot, same hat, same clothes. We're going to go ahead and do the haul video now that I got all sentimental and poured my heart out to you guys. And I'm only drinking root beer, so it is not a drunken rant, I promise you. Just don't drink anymore. Occasionally, once in a while, I'll have a drink, but I've lost my taste for it. And as you get older, man, those drunks, when you go on them drunks, they put you down harder than they used to when I was younger. And I just, man, I can't, go out for 4 hours and party and then feel like hammered shit for 4 days afterward. So, but at any rate, excited to show you some stuff today. Man, I tell you what, man, celebrities continue to drop off the face of the earth. Lonnie Anderson, gone. I'm like, man, I'm still trying to watch Fantastic Four, and I keep falling asleep. And not even 30 minutes into it, I just keep falling asleep. And before you come at me in the comments, it's not because the movie is bad. I haven't gotten into it far enough to determine whether it's good or bad. But it's just because I just can't dedicate the time to watch it, except when it's time to lay down and go to bed. And when I get horizontal, it's like I'm out. But I will watch it, and I'll give you my take on it. The Snyderverse versus Gunn debate rolls on in social media. So much hate and vitriol over something that is so stupid. It's like, so you like the Snyderverse better than James Gunn? Good for you. Nobody gives a shit. You don't have to go on social media and shit all over the other one just because you like the same goes the other way around. If you liked the James Gunn version, awesome. It didn't mean you have to go shit on everybody that liked the Snyderverse version. I liked both of them for different reasons. Snyderverse was dark and grittier, and the James Gunn version was a little more lighthearted and fun to watch. But I enjoyed them both. But the bottom line is, for all you James Gunn haters out there that just keep trying to prove your point that the movie was not a success, I hate to break it to you, just because it may not be the level of success that you may read in the tabloid magazines where they're going, oh, Superman blows past $500 million and is a huge... The fact of the matter is, y'all predicted that the movie was going to flop, and regardless of its level of success, it did not flop. And now you have to eat shit because you were wrong. So admit you were wrong. It's not a flop. It was a success by every means, by every definition of success. It made money, and the critics, both professional critics who I don't care about, and the viewers, were all positive. So you lost. The movie was not a flop and a disaster like you said it was going to be. And it did make money in spite of how you guys try to justify that it didn't. It did. If it didn't make money, he wouldn't be on there going, oh, we're already doing the sequel. Because, if it flopped, he wouldn't be doing the sequel. He'd be going, okay, well, on to the next project. Anyway, I digress. Y'all shut up about the Superman movies. If y'all like dark and gritty Superman, might I suggest the movie Brightburn. Trust me on this one. That is, I even liked it. You want to talk about dark? That movie is brutal. Basically, they took Superman's origin and turned him into some kind of psycho serial killer child. So it's awesome. Brightburn. Check it out. There's my recommendation for you. Anyway, let's get into it. I'm going to do the comic books first because I only got 3 and they're not that exciting. So, once again, I got duped. God, DC needs to stop freaking doing this. But, at any rate, but I do have, now we'll get to it. Anyway, first up, I'm going to have to open this back up. It's like I said, my videos are raw. They are unscripted, unrehearsed, uncensored, and you get what you pay for. So I'm going to take this out of the bag. Oh, yeah. Cheater. We got Cheater in Cheshire robbed the Justice League, #1. But, yes, Cheetah in Cheshire. Now it sounds even like you should be drinking tea when you read this. It's Cheetah and Cheshire rob the Justice League, #1, with that cheetah foil cover. So elegant, the way the light captures her eyes and her bulging bazingas is a must-have for any collection. But anyway, cover by all day long. Not gonna lie to you. No intention of reading it, probably. Unless somebody goes and says, oh my God, you got to read that story. It's so amazing. Don't expect that to happen, but I really love that cheetah foil cover. So, I total cover buy, not going to lie. Another cover buy, but iconic. This is the famous Jock cover from Detective Comics 880. And this is an iconic cover. You can't say Jock. You can't mention Jock as a comic book cover or as a comic book artist, and this cover doesn't pop into your mind. But I got the full facsimile, so stoked to get that. I actually don't have the original version, and it's not that outrageously priced, but cool nonetheless. And here's where I got suckered. Not only did I get suckered twice, but I actually have a normal size version of this in a foil facsimile. So I didn't even need this one anyway. I don't know why I bought it. But it's Superman #1. And it's another one of these oversized. I don't know if he registers on camera. But it's another one of them oversized comic books that don't fit in your comic book boxes. And they're an annoyance. And I hate them. And the only one that I do have that I do like is the Superman and Muhammad Ali giant foil facsimile. That's because I've always wanted that book, and the original was oversized to begin with. But hate this book, hate the size, hate the giant size format of it. I wished I hadn't bought it, and buyer's regret. And of course, someone in the comments is going to say, "Well, send it to me, then I'll take it." Who knows? I might give me, pay shipping. I might send it to you. I don't know. That's the kind of giving guy I am. Always looking out for the little guy. There was a guy in Whatnot who was talking about. They got on the subject of Valiant, and I said, if you put up a Valiant book, I'm leaving the auction. And they all laughed. And I said, the whole company sold for less than what you could get for your Valiant collection. And he goes, oh man, I want a Turok #1. And he said, that's one of the books that I don't have that I really wished I would have had. I said, how many you want? I said, I got like 8 or 9 of them. I'll send you one for free. And the guy in the auction goes, well, I guess I don't need to put one up then, do I? And I said, oh, I'm sorry, dude. I didn't mean to step on your sale. I didn't know you had one for sale. But the guy goes, seriously? And I said, yeah. I said, I'll even sign it and put a dinosaur remark on it. And he goes, oh, dude, that would be so cool. And he started laughing. And so I sent him 2 of them. One that I scribbled on and one that I did. But at any rate, I don't even know where I was going with that. But yeah, I was trying to explain what a giving guy I am. So we need to do a giveaway someday. If I could find something worthy of giving away and some way to do it, then I would probably do one. As you can see, I'm drinking the same mug root beer that I was drinking in the previous video. Sorry, thirsty. I know usually it's tea, but I'm out of sugar-free tea. And I shouldn't be drinking this because, ugh, holy shit. Oh my God, this has got so much sugar in it, it's not even funny. Well, if I pass out from a diabetic coma while we're talking, you'll know why. At any rate, I hate this. Love these. Glad I got these. But yeah, absolutely hate that. Hate those books. And they don't tell you that they're oversized in the description on Midtown's comic site. Some of them they do, but some of them they don't. Or they'll say Treasury edition. This one didn't indicate that it was an oversized. And if it did, I didn't see it. Anyway, on to what I can't wait to show you. I have purchased a small rotating platform so that when I do get stuff like this, I can do a little B-roll and rotate it, because I know how irritating it is to try to check it out with me holding them. But I ordered it on AliExpress, which is basically Wish 2.0. So it's coming from China. So it'll be 3 or 4 weeks before I get it. But at any rate, I wanted to show you these. I picked these up at a good price. I'm going to show you the cheaper one first. But these are DC Artist Alley figures. And these are statues based on the certain artist, and this artist is Sho Murase, who's an Asian lady who did some like Nancy Drew stuff, but she's mostly an anime style artist. But she's deceased now. She passed away in 2022 from congestive heart failure, which is sad because this is gorgeous. I know just the little touch of color in the black and white, and then I'll show the back, that little bit of red highlight. But this is an absolute brilliant rendition of her artwork. It's almost like the light source is coming from this side, shining down on her, and it's catching and it's illuminating these, especially see it in the back, and it is so gorgeous. And I paid $20 for this, which is an insane price for these, because they're limited. I forgot how many. They're not super rare, but yeah, limited. This is 3,249 of 3,350. So 3,350 of these made. But I don't care, and these are an absolutely gorgeous figures, and I love them, or statues. And my favorite one, this one cost me $50. But if you look up the DC Collectibles, the Artist Alley, and look up Sho Murase and Poison Ivy, and look at how much this thing is selling for on Amazon. It's like $369 or $389, and I got it for $50 on Amazon or on eBay. I was stoked. But this is probably one of the most gorgeous statues in my collection, and I was so stoked to get it. This Poison Ivy. Let me hold it back. Yeah, I'm really trying to give you all a good sense of what this looks like without a turntable. My clock, I don't know why I'm pointing at it. You can't see it, but there's a little clock display, timer display right in the middle where I'm trying to show, and it's blocking her face from my view. I know it isn't from you, but I'm trying to adjust it, like, get out from behind that so you can see it. But again, there we go. Again, the detail Such beautiful artistry in these. It's, I mean, my girlfriend Amy, who we've kind of, she didn't make the agreement. I keep making it sound like she's the one, but it's usually me. I told her, I said, I will keep my comic book shit contained to my comic book room and won't pollute our living room and living space with them. But even she said these are really artsy and really beautiful and wouldn't mind actually displaying these in the living room. So these are so gorgeous that my girlfriend is allowing me to display them for the whole world, like we ever get any company, but for anyone to see that comes through here. But me and my friend Ryan Boone, we were at the small little Comic-Con they have in Northwest Arkansas here every year. And we ran across a booth, and this guy had one of these for sale in the booth. And I was immediately in love with it, but he wanted, I can't remember what he wanted for it. But I want to say it was like $275. Ryan, if you're watching, I know you are. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but it was up there. It was expensive, and I wanted it so bad, and I was like, I just can't. I don't have the money for that. But I got it. Now I'll show you the packaging. Now here's the packaging that they came in, and she actually has. Oh, it only shows 3 of them on this one. But it shows the 2 I don't have. And then there's variations of them, the holiday variants, which are green and red, and they're ugly. The sculpting is cool, but the painting is ugly. But I'll try to show this. But there's 2 more in this collection from Sho Murase, and it's Catwoman and Harley Quinn. And so I'm going after those. The Poison Ivy for sure was the most expensive one. There's the holiday ones. I just I don't care for the green. I know as closer I get to the camera, the less color you can see. But I don't care for the green and red at all. But I will get Harley and I will get Catwoman and complete this set. I think I can get them both for around $30 a piece. But gorgeous up close. They're lightweight. They're not heavy. So they are PVC. So they're not made of stone or, they're not, what's the word I'm looking for? Porcelain. Yeah, they're not porcelain or anything like that. So, but the artistry, this is the actual art that it's based off of. This is Sho Murase's artwork right here, and that's what the statues are based off of. So you can see they really captured her style very well in there. But that's what her artwork looks like. It's a shame that she's passed because she was talented. She's very talented, I think. And I think she did a few covers for DC and Marvel, but not many, and nothing of significance that anyone would go after unless they just wanted to collect her stuff. But at any rate, these are going in the living room. These guys have graduated to the front of the class. Yay, let's hear it for them. But anyway, so that's a haul video today. Only 20-minute video, I know. But I've got some more stuff coming. I'm gonna try. I want to go through. I've got Key Collector, and I've also got CLZ, and I pay subscriptions for both of them. I know y'all rolling your eyes. Key Collector, all this, that. It's a tool, guys. It's a great tool. And despite how many haters are out there that think that they manipulate the market, whatever. Me, Foo, Squatchy, and a few others manipulated the eBay with the Foo Fur #1. That thing was a 99-cent book until we got a hold of it, and that thing ended up being a little pricey. But at any rate, it's a great tool. But I'm leaning towards getting rid of one of them to catalog my collection. and I don't know which one to get rid of. I don't think I want to get rid of Key Collector because there's so much information there. But I've got like 3,000 comic books on my CLZ. Do I really want to try to transfer that over? It's so much work. I like the ease of use for CLZ better than I do Key Collector. I don't know. I'm probably going to keep them both. That they just raised the price of the CLZ app, I think. So, yeah, there's that. Anyway, yeah, I'm mumbling now. I got to quit doing that. But that is going to do it for this haul video. Before you go, do all those YouTube things. Love for you to do. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. And we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.